Hello everyone and warm welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing very well by God's grace. So today I want to share with you my dry banku mix recipe, okay? So I will tell you why I love to make dry banku mix. Some people may not find it useful. They'll think that it's unnecessary. It's too much hassle, but I will let you know why I do that. So stay with me and I'll show you how I make this. So to make my dry banku mix, I need cassava dough and corn dough. So here is my cassava dough and my corn dough. So what I'm going to do is, there are two ways of making this, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to dry the dough, both doughs first, then I'll bring it together and I'll mix it, okay? So here I'm sure by this time you know this my kitchen utensil. I don't have a name for it. Is like a sonnier or something like that. It is like a sieve with big holes. I use it for these kind of things. So what I'm doing is I'm passing my corn dough through it so that it comes out as granules or as flakes or as breadcrumbs, like say gari, so that it can dry quicker, because when it's that in bulk and when it's all clumped together now, it takes a while for it to dry. And if you don't have the sun, then what it means is that some of it can get rotten in the middle because there'll be moisture in there, okay? So here I'm passing my cassava dough through the same utensil, just a chancing way, whatever it is called. I have to find a name for it, maybe a unique name for it, so that when I mention it now, say that's what I'm talking about, okay? We have to give it, naming. We have to do naming ceremony for this kitchen utensil that I'm using. Anyway, once that is done, I'm going to let it dry. You leave it outside to dry. If you live in a very warm climate like Ghana, okay, the sun can be out shining and you can dry this within a day. If you live like in the diaspora where there is the sun too, you can do the same. But if you live where I live, like in the UK where it is always raining, you see the sun but it is raining, what you can do is to just air dry it, okay? If you have a dehydrator, even better, you can do that as well, okay? So this is me spreading everything out. It is just very easy and very convenient. You dry it out. Another way you can do is to mix the corn dough and the cassava dough together first. With me, I separated it like what I'm doing here right now. Mix it together and dry it. When you dry it, then it's ready. Will not be it, but it is ready, okay? So the reason why I make banku mix is I have problem with freezer space. I have a big chest freezer, okay? So this is the banku mix. It's not a mix yet. This is my cassava dough and my corn dough. It is nice and dry now, okay? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring it together, okay? Today is the day they are doing the holy matrimony, okay? So what Samira has joined together, nobody can put asunder. What Samira has put together in terms of banku mix, nobody can put asunder. I am mixing it up, right? Mix it up, and then the next thing that I will do is to put it in my blender and to blend it so that it becomes smoother, okay? I made a mistake. I used Ninja, and Ninja, as usual, disappointed me, but I couldn't be bothered because at the end of the day, I'm going to be putting it in water. It's going to dissolve. If it doesn't dissolve, it will happen. You see later on in the video. So one way, if you don't have a blender or anything to sieve, you can just pass it through a sieve, okay, a smooth sieve, and this is it. And it was perfect. It was working very well, but I couldn't be bothered. What is too much work? Why? Who has sent me? At the end of the day, so I just turned it in my unfortunate Ninja. This Ninja cannot blend anything smooth. But I'm sorry, now me testing and say wait to me BBA. I just put it in, give it a spin. I thought I'm mixing mommy, but I knew I'm tired. So I just packed it. Okay, so if you have freezer space, this recipe or this thing is not necessary it's not good for you. It's not necessary. Just pack your banku mix or whatever into there. But another advantage of having banku mix is it is dry. You can save it anywhere, and whenever you need to make banku, you just pick it up. If you have freezer space and you keep all this corn dough and cassava dough in it, and you want to make banku, you bring it out, it's like a stone. You need time for it to defrost, okay, for it to thaw, right? Answer never thaw, no. Sister, brother, if you have this banku mix now ready, okay, right, ready. One thing I also don't like leaving my cassava dough out is the smell. It can take over your house. Just say so it is really, really, really handy when you have to do what I'm doing. So now I've blended it, and because it went into the blender, it's a bit hot. It's not hot, warm. So if you pack it now, the warmth will cause steam, and then it will give it some moisture, and then it will start to rot. So make sure it's super dry before you put it in an airtight container. So here I'm going to make banku out of the banku mix. So I've added it to my pot, and then I've added water, and yes, we mix it, and we are going to can the banku. We are going to drive the banku. So it's the same way. You see that recently my recipes that I'm bringing to you is a lot of swallow banku fufu. That's because, as I mentioned in my other video, I'm experimenting making different kinds of swallows, okay, because I find it difficult finding my cassava dough and my corn dough. So what I just showed you is, you see that sometimes it's you see that when you mix, it doesn't mix well. You see the granules will be in it. Don't bother, don't worry. As you are making this banku, to disappear, to dissolve, it will just be fantastic. So I'll be showing you. Look at it. Look at how it looks now. You can't even see any granules in it. It melts. You see, I'm just trying to show you now. It melts beautifully, and your banku is amazing. The taste is the same. The smell is the same. The aroma is the same. The aroma is the same. Sometimes she for a L, then a R, a high. It is part of it. So yeah, as I said, it's amazing. Okay, it's like you can just do this any day. Just protect some time, do it, and then you store it in your airtight container. Anytime you need banku, you just scoop some, and there you go. So yeah, I thought to share my recipe with you, how I make mine. I hope you found this very useful, and if you think that it will help you, you can make it. Okay, they sell it on the market, and sometimes when you buy it, it won't bong. So make your own, and you'll be better off. So thank you all for joining me this time. I am very, very appreciative of all that you do, your support as always. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.